Make our pockets deep, my friend. I'd love to fight him in Saudi next.
This is Jonathan Agger, 5th Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Dennis Mccann. It's 2024. Dennis, how you doing, first of all?
Really good, thank you, mate. How are you?
Yep, doing well, doing well. How do you reflect on your 2023 altogether, you know, in and outside the ring?
To be honest, weren't the best of years of my career. Just had problems outside the ring and stuff like that, but thank God everything's all sorted now. I was in camp all over Christmas. Yeah, I went through a hard time last year. A lot of deaths in the family, going through divorce, etc. But it's all good now. On the way is up. And yeah, mate, I've been training really, really hard. Changed teams. New coach, Declan O'Rourke, Joe McCann down in Liverpool. And yeah, mate, loving life, training, living the dream.
Firstly, commiserations on the loss in your family. I wish you a better year this year. I wasn't actually aware that you've moved to Joe and Dec. Just talk about that, because obviously you did well with you know, the boys down the iBox and things like that. But was it just a fresh change? Yeah,
fresh change. There ain't much sparring down that neck of the woods. You know what I mean? So I got the missus, moved straight to Liverpool. I'm living there full time now. I've got 4 or 5 fights booked in this year. And I need to make a big dent in the super bantamweight division this year. I think I'm going to be the top dog this year. I really believe I am. All my outside life sorted out, everything sorted out. New management team with Lee Eaton, and yeah, I think this year is the year.
This year is the year. So you're back in Birmingham in March. This will obviously go out after the press conference. So just tell us about your return.
I'm fighting Brad Strand, undefeated, for the British, Commonwealth and WBO title. So I think
That's a good fight.
Yeah, it's a good fight. It's a good fight. I think I'm going to get him out of there, to be honest with you. I really believe I am. Feeling very aggressive. I haven't fought in a while. I've been training very, very hard. I feel like I'm punching very hard. And I feel like I beat him in every department. Faster, stronger, definitely better looking than him. And yeah, mate, I think I'm going to bash him up.
We saw Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren sort of agree on a 5 versus 5 Queensberry versus Matchroom card in Saudi Arabia. A lot of people mentioning your name. I can't remember who they were mentioning it against, but you relish that? 100%,
mate. I think Tariq is doing a fantastic job. He's getting all the big fights, the best fighting the best. I think Matchroom have a guy called Shabazz Masood, who's another talented fighter, and make our pockets deep, my friend. I'd love to fight him in Saudi next after this fight, or get Balut right away after this, and then fight Mr. Masood.
And any message to Eddie about what would happen in that fight? 1-0 Queensberry, would it?
Eddie's a very clever man. He knows what happened. Trust me.
I remember last year you told me about you wanting to spar Inoue. Is that something you think you could get done this year?
Oh yeah, I'd love to. Maybe a dream come true. Just to learn off him, you know what I mean? Obviously, I wouldn't put myself in that calibre yet, obviously. But I'd love to learn some learning rounds off him, of course.
What did you think of his win in the new year, or December it was?
Thought it was unbelievable. Thought he just couldn't fault anything he does. He boxes, he's fast, he's strong, he's everything, isn't he? And yeah, I think he's just phenomenal.
How far do you reckon you're off sort of the world level? Maybe not him because he's elite, but how far do you reckon you're off world level?
I think I'm 4 fights away, 5 fights away. I really do. 4 fights, I think. I think that next year I'll be touching world honours. I really do. I've moved down to Liverpool full time, complete athlete. And yeah, mate, just absolutely buzzing to see the men that's back in action.
Let me just ask you about Tyson Fury against Oleksandr Usyk. It's coming up quick. How do you think the fight's going to go? And are you going to maybe get out to the fight, or you'll be in training camp, won't you?
Yeah, I'll be in training camp myself. I would have, but I would be in training camp myself. But I think the Gypsy King is too far, just too big in general. I think he's too clever, too big. For the last fight there, I don't think there was nothing of the Gypsy King. I know that for a fact. He never took it seriously, but I think this fight here, you're going to see the best Tyson Fury.
And then obviously Joshua and Ngannou fighting in March. Ngannou's been saying, look, I'm going to test Joshua's chin. There's question marks about it. Do you reckon he can cause an upset, or are you going with Joshua on that one?
I reckon just Joshua KO. I think Joshua will definitely slap him for me.
And another one I want to ask you about is Parker against Zhilei Zhang. We saw what he did to Joe Joyce, and Parker what he did to Wilder. What do you think of that fight?
I think I'm a big fan of Zhilei Zhang. I think Zhilei Zhang might be a bit too clever, I mean, he's southpaw, foot on the outside. Honestly, I couldn't fault the man. He's great. I thought he got robbed against what's his name, Hrdjovic. Thought he won that fight hands down. I'm a big fan of Zhilei Zhang. I think he's going to cause a few problems for everyone, but I think he'd be too clever for Parker.
All right, Dennis, good to catch up with you. Just tell the fans what they can expect this year.
March the 16th, and the new baby. And the new, trust me.
And the rest of the year, so three, 4 fights, and then
4 fights booked in. I got 4 fights.
Brilliant. And maybe a trip to Saudi Arabia. Dennis, appreciate your time.
Thank you.